MSC Cruisecast is a Triple T production. Now the Taste Try travel team of Beth and Chris.
Hello, everyone.
Hello and happy Saturday.
Happy Mother's Day tomorrow, right?
Yes, it is.
Tomorrow.
So happy Mother's Day to all of you. Happy Doggy Mom's Day. Happy, how do you say that?
For us.
Kitty Mom's Day. How do you?
Four-legged furry friend.
Mother's
There we go. Day.
Yep, absolutely.
Welcome to the MSC Cruisecast.
Yes, where we are talking all about MSC World America. Yay.
What? We talk about all things MSC.
All things MSC. I'm Beth.
Why did you just
Chris.
Limit it to World America?
Well, I just mean like right now. I don't know.
Well, we got other things to talk about.
We do have other things to talk about.
But yes,
I forgot.
we're Taste Try Travel. You're Beth. I'm Chris.
Got to check off all of our boxes. So we
have we checked them?
Yep.
I feel like I changed chairs because of my back hip situation.
Yep.
And
you feel taller?
I feel like I'm like, yes, this chair's got to be taller. Whatever. Anyway, it just feels weird, like I'm looking down on everything.
Oh, looks like you're good.
Well, I adjusted my collar.
Just
pop
your collar.
That collar.
There you go. Pop that collar.
What are we talking about today?
Well, I have a shout out. You have information about MSC.
A new private island. Quit giving away stuff. New private island. That's all the information that they need until that segment comes up.
And then we are doing the second half of all of the eats around World America. So I'm excited about
the rest of the stuff.
The rest of it.
And there is some good stuff.
There's some good stuff. I think we saved some of the best
in this
for
episode.
last.
Yes.
Yep. So let's start out. I want to do a quick shout out today to Tina and Mary. We met them on the seashore last summer.
Oh, you didn't hear it.
What? Oh, that's for you guys, Tina and Mary. Just want to, say hi. And
I don't know if anybody else heard it either. Here, let me try it one more time.
There we go. You get the little horn. And then today we just finalized them booking into our group cruise. So we get to spend more time with you guys. So looking forward to that. So
yes, I remember them.
We had a nice sail away on the seashore. We had a drink. Yeah.
And they were so much fun. They spent so much time with us and they were in yacht club.
I know. And they were like,
what are you guys crazy?
Time outside.
What are you spending time out talking with us when you're in yacht club? Go be in yacht club. No, but that was awesome.
Yeah. So, and that leads me just to a quick, reminder, excitement. We still have our group cruise. It's going to be on the World America, and it is going to be October 18th of this year. And we are almost sold out. So we have 3 cabins left, and one person is already kind of talking to me about it. So there may only be 2 cabins. So if you're interested, let us know. You can contact us via any social media. Interior and a balcony is all that we have left.
You can email us.
Anyway,
it's
going to be a really good time.
Direct message us because I'm working on the website and I don't know how well our
we got a message that the email wasn't working. Yeah.
It's working. So don't do that. But there's a email at the bottom of the screen there you can use too.
Yep. And if you're thinking about going, let us know.
What is Kitty?
Hello, Kitty.
Comes in and screams. What is going on the group cruise? What makes it so special? Why would someone want to book with us on a group cruise? Did I put you on the spot? I'm sorry.
Kind of. Well,
we were just on there. And the information that we have on the restaurants is like the information we have on the entire ship.
Yeah.
We experienced as much
helpful.
As we could.
Yeah.
Me being limited mobility is tough to experience some things, but we experienced as much as we could.
Yeah.
So that if you guys want a little guidance when you're on that cruise.
Yeah.
Just talk to us.
Yeah.
We'll give you our opinion. We're not afraid to do that.
We're good at that. Also, something really cool is in our group contract, we have the Easy Plus, which is unlimited drinks, which has gone away, both of those things. So remember, MSC currently, any new bookings, no longer unlimited, and there's no longer the Easy Plus. But we still have that in our contract. So everyone still gets that, which is going to be fun because we're doing a bar crawl.
If you guys want unlimited drinks?
We're going to do a bar crawl. It's going to be fun. So we're working on all those details. So
we're finalizing. We got a swag bag for everybody that is going to be on the cruise.
Yep.
It's a little Taste, Try, Travel MSC swag.
Yep.
What else? Anything else? Am I missing something?
No, we just have a couple things planned for it. And
we got some stuff planned.
Some maybe a things. Day off in the port. Just a couple things. I mean, we're not like...
Yeah, we're not going to get in your face the entire cruise.
No. So, and everything's really optional.
That's not what we do. We're not like, this is your schedule today. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that'd be horrible.
You have homework tonight.
So anyway, I'm kind of excited about that to kind of wrap that up and kind of get our group together because you guys are a really fun group and you're going to enjoy each other. So
yes.
Okay. Now it's your turn. What do you have new private island? I don't know this. He told me and I said, don't tell me. I want to hear on the show.
Let's just say I have new information about MSC's little sand pile that's over by Ocean Cay.
Yep.
And I'm going to put an asterisk next to it's new information. It's new information to me.
Okay.
I may say this and Beth is like, we've known that for like 3 months.
Probably. Let's see what you got.
I'm going to read a little article I got from Travel and Leisure.
Okay.
Or a little press release.
Okay.
Ocean Cay MSC Marine Reserve is getting expanded berthing to handle 2 ships.
Oh, that's new.
And a smaller island that provides opportunity for an exclusive experience.
Nice.
So those two might intertwine.
Yeah.
We'll see. You'll see what you think at the end of this. Pier Francesco Vago. Gosh, I wish my name was something like that.
I know, isn't that cool?
I would own it so hard. I would like have my name is Pier Francisco. My name is Inigo Montoya.
Exactly, that's what I thought of when you were saying that.
Mr. Vago, executive chairman of the cruise division of MSC Group, broke the news in a 1-to-1 interview with Sea Trade Cruise Review in its latest issue. Part of MSC Cruises' recent $100 million in work at MSC's private Bahamas island included widening the channel and turning basin to enable world-class ships and 2 vessels alongside. So I'm thinking that's either or. Yeah. They're not going to have 3 ships in there, I don't think.
Or either world-class or 2 other ships. Yeah.
Yep. The dredge material from these works has been added to a natural sandbank to create a new island approximately 1/3 the size of Ocean Cay.
That's a good size.
Known internally as Little Cay.
Yeah.
It presents, did you know that?
I did know that.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just been calling it the big pile over there. Little Cay, it presents an opportunity for an exclusive luxury experience, including for the Explorer Journeys brand.
Oh, that's what we were wondering.
And one that stays true to the Ocean Cay ethos by connecting people with nature. It will be accessed by upscale tenders from the main island. Further details are to come.
Well, that makes sense. I love that. So this is the first time I've actually heard for sure. There's been rumors, but that 2 ships. Or I'm wondering if it's just gonna be 1 MSC and then 1 Explorer ship.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because if you think about the pier that's currently there and the little cement things that hold the ship, it doesn't seem like there's enough room for like 2 seaside class ships. But that would make sense if there's like 1 MSC and then 1 Explorer, and they just kind of shuttle people over. That's awesome. That's kind of what we were thinking.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. So it's nice to hear
what it's going to be. Here's my grand, I think this is their grand plan.
Okay.
They're going to open it. It's going to be like a little little beachy, exclusive
cabanas. Yeah.
That Explorer will use when they come.
Yeah.
They can do both. Since they're an Explorer, they could go to Ocean Cay, the main island, or Little Cay.
Yeah.
When Explorer is not there, I think it's going to be a
yacht club.
No, I don't think it's going to be.
You think it's going to be a paid excursion?
I think it's going to be a paid
to Little
excursion.
Cay.
You can go over to Little Cay and use their beaches or something. That's only available to Yacht Club.
Oh, okay.
I think it's going to be a yacht club excursion.
Oh, you heard it here first. I like that idea.
I'm breaking the rumors.
Okay.
Because that's a rumor.
I like that.
But I don't think that they would make that available to the entire group if it's supposed to be an exclusive experience.
Yeah, I like that idea.
So I think that it's going to be a yacht club excursion.
Premium excursion.
Yep, premium excursion. Yeah. When Explorer's not there, when Explorer's there,
awesome.
They can use it.
Yeah.
And they can go to, obviously, Ocean Cay. If they can swim hard enough.
I like that. Cool. Yeah. Cool.
So it's good. Yeah. First little information MSC's leaked out in a while.
Yeah.
So
nice. Okay. We want to, before we start going over some food outlets that we missed last time, Chris had a couple photos that he was able to pull. The last thing we talked about was Paxos and the Paxos on the go. So I think you had a picture of Paxos on the go.
I didn't have a picture of it last time because I couldn't find it when I was looking through all the footage for pictures for us.
Yeah.
And I found it because I was doing some editing. And that is the outside. That's the Paxos to go.
And if you could... you can kind of see the writing is a little bit hard. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe it's fine for some. I might be overthinking that a little bit.
I'm pretty sure the first thing available is Saturday.
Okay.
And the second thing is Tijuana Trelens 9.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. Then Tijuana Scadentine. And then turkey lamb.
So
you can order any of it.
Any of that. So the first word is actually written in Greek, and then there's English below it. But
I'm pretty sure that first word is souvlaki.
And then the second picture is just the cones, the paper cones.
Yeah. So we were trying to describe the cones, like you can't set them down.
Yeah.
There it is, right on the screen there for those that are watching. For those that aren't, you're still going to have to imagine it.
It's just a paper cone.
It's a cone that you have to hold.
Yeah.
Like they give that, they just hand it to you and you take it. If you haven't seen this example, because it wasn't there when we were ordering, but it was there earlier when we took this video. They hand it to you and you're like,
okay, what do I do now?
Okay, I guess I have to eat this entire thing. I'm committed now, or eat a little and throw it away because I can't set it down.
So triple T tip.
And there's those whole fried shrimp, by the way.
Go to the buffet and grab a plate. Bring your plate down to Paxos on the go. I'm just kidding. Anyway, we just want to show you this. Now, we're going to start with listing the last several places. And I'm going to kind of do this in a little bit of an order. So I'm going to do this there's two places we didn't get a chance to go. I'm just going to mention those. And I'm going to start at the places that we didn't like as much, that didn't like wow us. And then we're going to work our way up to ones that we enjoyed. Sound good?
Sure.
Okay, so the first two places we didn't get a chance to try were Promenade Bites. That's out on the promenade. And it was just a little space where they had hot dogs and maybe cotton candy, some popcorn.
Is that over? Because
it was right on the outside of Sweet Temptations.
You told me this like last week, and I don't even remember that place really.
I know.
Because it was never open. I do remember it. Once you told me where it was, I remember it. Because I remember like a little cotton candy like machine or something.
That's all it is. It's just a tiny little little
but
space.
It was never.
Well, we never really went to it.
Standing there like cleaning.
Yeah,
but it wasn't open.
But we never really went, and we weren't. When it was open, we weren't really eating, so we didn't go to that. So, great little place to grab some things, and I believe that's all free.
And it's open supposedly.
Right? I saw it open. And then the other one was the John Philippe Chocolate and Cafe that was down on deck 6, I believe, down on the main promenade, which they have those on most. They had them in the Seaside class. Love that little place. They had
Meraviglia too.
Yeah. Okay. The gelato. They had some seating there where you could order some, drinks and stuff, and it looked super cute.
Incredible sculptures,
sculptures, and so much chocolate you could buy.
They had the Statue of Liberty like doing a break dance.
Yeah. It was really cool.
Like getting ready to spin on the floor, although it wasn't on the floor, but getting ready to spin on a shoulder or something. It was really
it's amazing what they do with the chocolate. So it was just a really, it looked like a really nice space. I don't know. Didn't have time for that.
It looked probably about really as big as it was on.
No, it was bigger than the Seaside class.
Was it?
A little bit more.
Maybe I'm thinking of Meraviglia.
Yeah. It was more like Meraviglia because it was right off the promenade. So those are 2 places we didn't go. Next, we're going to talk about the MDR.
Right.
I don't even know what Chris's opinion of this. We haven't really talked about it because we don't do that too much because we save it for a 3x3 review. But so the main dining room, I really like the way MSC does this. They kind of split the dining rooms into like 3. So there's one in the very back, and then there's this hallway you walk along to get to it. And along that hallway, there's 2 on either side of the ship. I really like how that kind of separates and breaks up whatever line there might be.
I was going to say, I loved it just because the line thing.
Yeah.
It never felt like overwhelming.
No.
Which on
this kind of ship
other ships, like on the Seaside class,
they could feel, because there was just one, well, there were a couple different dining rooms on the Seaside class, but that main one in the back, there seemed to always be crammed full of people.
When it was like 5 or 5:30, whenever it opened, you were lucky to get in the same hallway that the restaurant was in.
Yeah.
And lots of people were out, close to the atrium.
Yeah.
Waiting to walk around to get inside because it's just jammed with people, and it never felt ever. Well,
of course, the World of Americas, there's so much more space. So it was so nice. The girl checking us in there was the hostess there, CeeLo, I think. Amazing. She was so sweet. She always remembered us. Always took care of Chris in the scooter. So that was great. Our server was great. I just think for me, the food in the MDR this time didn't wow me. I didn't feel like flavors were there. I mean, bread was good.
We ate in the Bubbles.
Bubbles was where we were assigned.
What were the other 2? Hexagon and I don't know. Octagon.
I don't think
we'll call it that.
Okay.
That's not
I think
what
it was something else, but
I thought it was pretty good.
I'm making a face.
Pretty good.
But I just think it wasn't as good as it's been in the past.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
I've had better.
Yeah.
And I think one of the reasons why I would say that I've had better is that it seems like they just keep Americanizing the menu a little bit more.
Yep.
And that's not my favorite thing.
And even like Italian night, it wasn't like I wanted like arancini or something like, and it kind of I think it just fell short of our expectations a little bit. So when we had choices,
we have lasagna, we have spaghetti.
They didn't have lasagna. I was looking forward to it, and they didn't have it.
Yeah. We have Chef Boyardee.
Exactly.
No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. It's very good.
No. So but I just think that when we had choices for dinner, it wasn't always our first choice. I just think maybe because there were so many other great options. So, and there's actually 4 dining rooms. So there's Bubbles, and there's the 2 next to it, Hexagon and Octagon or whatever it was. They all serve the same menu. So it doesn't matter where you are assigned. If you have the anytime dining with Oreo, or if you have a set time, you all get the same menu. So
we were talking to somebody. I don't remember who it was.
Okay.
And they were saying they were a little disappointed in the meal. And I said, "Oh, mine tonight was really good. I had of course, I can't remember what dish I had, but it doesn't really matter. That's not even moot to the point." I said, "Oh, I had the whatever it was,"
yeah.
And she said, "Oh, I didn't see that on the menu. I don't think we had that." She was in either the hexagon
one of the
or
smaller
the octagon.
ones. Yeah.
I don't remember which one.
Yeah. Interesting.
I'm taking that with just a little bit of a grain of salt.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if she just didn't notice it on the menu or something. Because
typically they're the same. Yeah.
It's all fed by the same kitchen. I mean, the whole ship has ties into that kitchen. Yeah. But I can't imagine them serving on Italian night. You know, there's a meal for the Oreo bubbles, or maybe olive bubbles.
No,
and then the other two, they get a little bit different menu. That just seems like that just would cause more chaos than they need in the kitchen. So I'm wondering if that's what it was. But I did find that interesting. She's like, "Oh, I don't think we had that. I didn't see that on the menu." Yeah. So I was like, "Oh, well, that's interesting."
Well, let me tell you, if you book a Oreo suite, the Ladunes restaurant was beautiful. We really wished we were in that restaurant. It's still a main dining room. You probably still get the same food. But it was up on like deck 7, kind of towards the front of the ship. And you could sit overlooking the promenade. You remember that? It was really pretty beautiful. So if you're in an Oreo suite, you are lucky because it's a beautiful
by it, like
dining room.
The first night going,
we want to sit there.
Why aren't we even there?
Exactly. All right, let's move on to Sweet Temptations.
Beautiful song.
I know. I like labeled everything and then I changed it, so I have to like rethink. Okay, Sweet Temptations is on the lanai on the very back of the promenade. It is really interesting. I think they had several different spots to get your little desserts, and I thought it was done very well. They had a little froyo, make your own and add your toppings. They had a milkshake bar. They made really cute milkshakes.
Massively weird milkshakes. What's the name of that place that does that?
Crazy Shakes or something?
I don't know. I don't know why I brought that up, because neither one of us know the name of it.
Gelato.
That's good. That's good video right there. I just did.
This is what we did. Thank you for the addition. They had donuts and they kind of fried it fresh, and then they topped it. And they had all these different toppings that you could top it with. So we got one of those one night. They had jelly bean, anything sweet. I mean, it's all pay for, but it was so good. And then they had little cute chairs to sit in, kind of looking over the wake of the ship. I think it's a really cute spot, and it wasn't super expensive.
I 100% agree. And I'm going to compare it to Royal again, because they both have little sweet shops. It's 100 times better than Royal Caribbean's. Royal Caribbean's is more like you go in and you can fill up bags with candy. It's kind of like the candy section at a grocery store.
Yeah, this was a lot different. This was that plus more.
Yeah, this was like a little place where you can go and you can sit. They had tables that were served by servers. Staff, by servers, and you could just go up to the counter and get stuff. Yeah. And then you had options to sit out closer to the back, like you were saying. Or
there's a little seating kind of outside, but kind of tucked away in a corner. So if you need to corral some kids or something, there's a little easy way there. Exactly. And it was tons of staff, and they were so nice. So definitely visit there. We ended up just walking away with, and the decorations on the ceiling, super cute. So I think they did a really good job.
I liked the toy section.
They did have the little toy section.
They had the porcupine in a taco or something like that. It's probably a hot dog, cute. But it looked like a porcupine in a taco.
It was a hot dog. Let's talk about quickly. There is a grill by the pool, La Boca Grill. So kind of by the pool, one half of the ship, there's a whole grill area, and the other half is the pool bar.
Did we mention Sweet Temptations is pay?
Pay, yeah. Okay. Everything's pay.
I want to make sure that we separate those.
Yeah. So the pool bar, I thought was really nice. In the morning, they had actually some breakfast options and some pastries out there, which they had several places, which was great. And then at noon, they changed it all over, and it was going to be very similar to the food that was offered in the burgers and pizza, which we'll talk about in just a minute. So kind of the same kind of food options, but they were great food options. So it just seems like they've made things really easy to like mass produce very well. So the pool bar was great. Well, we only were there like just a couple times.
Yeah,
we didn't really eat a whole lot.
And since I was in the scooter, you were the one that went up to it. I didn't because there was always a mass of people in front of it. So.
Yeah. Let's talk next kind of a little bit more kind of ones that we really enjoyed. So if you go up on the harbor, I'm going to say that's deck 19, deck 20, the harbor bites, the harbor bar and bites, I think is what it's called.
Awesome surprise to me.
Such a surprise. This is where the ropes course is, the swing is.
That little area is fantastic, I think.
Well, we also went on a port day, so there was nobody up there, but just a couple people. So that was great.
It was like us and about maybe
so go
10
on a
other
port
people.
day, yeah.
And just to have all the little
open,
it's open. It just feels nice up there. It's a
the
nice
breeze,
bright atmosphere.
Absolutely.
There's seating. Then there's the ropes course that goes overhead, so you can watch people if you want. There's the part that goes out over the ship that you did.
Yep. The zip line that goes out over the ship. Yeah.
Hang glider over on the side, so you can watch people out there.
The cliffhanger. But they had they had a place where you could buy some gelato, and then they had a bar. But in the middle, they had this really great little thing. That's where we found our corn dogs. So again, this is all free. This is all included. So they had corn dogs. They had little empanadas, which we heard were really good, even though we didn't try one. There was a chicken Caesar wrap. Chris got the falafel wrap, a tomato mozzarella little focaccia, pigs in a blanket. There were so many great little grab and go.
And I really and truly, I only thought it was corn dogs up there. So when we walked up there, and the little A-frame sitting there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my goodness, they have a whole bunch of stuff that you can get.
And I remember we weren't like really hungry, but we both got something because we're like, we're not passing this up.
We got to try this.
So it's a little hidden gem, I think, that they have.
We have it from good authority that the empanadas were wonderful.
Yes. So,
were you?
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, from a Latina.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
On board.
Yeah.
She said good. They were great.
And what's really neat is they take them when you order it. Like I got a hot dog, and then he like takes one and then like puts it in the little like air fryer, and kind of, so things are fresh and kind of warm. And so you just get like, it was just wonderful. It was a wonderful little surprise, and to not pay anything was absolutely great. So when you're up around that area, around the swing and the kind of the outdoor activity, stop by for lunch because it's good.
Well, you can just grab a little snack there if you want.
Yeah. All right. Next is Luna Park Luna Park Pizza and Burgers. Pizza and Burgers. This is what we were so looking forward to because this was the huge change that Americans wanted on MSC. We wanted a grab and go delicious food option other than the buffet.
Right.
So what was your thinking and feeling about?
Well, I was thinking that it probably was going to be just burgers that are, just kind of like buffet burgers.
Yep.
And the buffet pizza.
Yeah.
Well, it was the buffet pizza, which is
MSC pizza. And
I think is the best pizza at sea.
Thin pizza, which we like. And then there was the like square focaccia. And then it did
have focaccia pizza. Yep. But it was not your buffet burger at all.
No, it was a Mediterranean burger that they saw.
Burgers.
Yeah, and then there was like a regular, and
they had two different chicken sandwiches.
Yep.
Then they had
like with stuff on it, so like lettuce, tomato, onion, and they kind of somewhat kept them fresh. So you took the box; it was already made, so you could just grab the box and go. It had like a sauce on it, everything. So.
They had like nachos and
make your own nachos,
chips and salsa, and little snack things like fried chicken.
There was a little cute box with it came with like a chicken tender and a couple fries. I went by one day and just, why not? I was headed up to the room for something and I just grabbed it and I just put they have like little jugs of like ketchup, mayonnaise and mustard. So I just like squirted some ketchup. I just like walked back up to the cabin eating a little chicken tender. So I think it was great.
I just want to say they had like sweets, like
they had a little selection of like cupcake, cookie,
sweets,
and it kind of rotated throughout the cruise. It was like so there was cookies at the beginning, and there was not. And then they came back. So
donuts showed up one day.
Donuts were there.
That's pretty nice when you just walk into a place and there's like donuts that you can just like touch. Well, hopefully you grab it. You don't just touch it.
Eat it.
You can just grab a donut.
I know.
What kind of world do we live in?
Was it 24 hours? I know that's how they originally said it, but we weren't up really early in the morning to find out. But when it turned to breakfast in the morning. So unfortunately, there was no breakfast pizza. We were a little disappointed. Where the pizza was in the afternoon, evening, that was like little pastries. Yeah. And then they had just some kind of grab and go breakfast options. So kind of the same that they had at different places around the ship. In the center island of the pizza and burgers, there was soft serve ice cream that someone was there serving. There were a couple of Coke freestyle machines, which I've never seen one of those on a cruise ship. Those were great. They had coffee, and then I think they had a couple beer taps where you could use your card, you charge it to your room or dining plan. So they had a lot of seating in there. I think it was great. I loved it.
I loved it too. It was
always the place you could just go to and just, you knew what you wanted and grab it.
Well, exactly. You could go in and you knew that there was probably something there that you were going to enjoy.
Yes.
Because hot dogs, burgers, chicken sandwiches, heck, just grab some chips and dip chips and cheese, or chips and salsa, or grab a slice of pizza real quick because you're going by. I mean, that's what everybody was doing.
Everyone was doing. And it was, they had some high top seating, and then towards the back, there was more like booths and tables and stuff. But it was really nice and open. So even Chris had no problem just zipping in with his scooter.
Yeah, I literally could go all the way to the back.
All the way to the back.
There's no problem like getting in and out of people. There's plenty of room for that.
Yeah. So awesome. I think that is a huge plus for MSC. I don't know that I don't know if there was any issues, but we loved it. Absolutely.
To the ship.
Let me see.
Home run. They hit a home run.
I really have like one more. How are we doing on time?
We're at 32 minutes.
That's okay. This one may be a little shorter.
You got the buffet?
I want to talk about the buffet.
All right.
Because MSC typically has very good buffets, like the food on it's good, the like walking paths and how you do it. I loved this buffet. We spent so much time there. Number one, because it was big. It was spacious.
Massive.
There was so many great options. And Chris has a photo to put up there, but this is the first time, maybe other ships and other cruise lines have this. I've never seen it before. Listed around the buffet, and this was on deck 18, there was actually a map of the buffet and the stations and the food.
It was for both.
It was for both.
This is Il Mikado or whatever the first one.
So Il Mikado is deck 18. So that's the main one. And that takes up literally like half the length of the ship because
you can get seating, no problem.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So much seating.
No problem.
Comfortable seating.
You may have to walk towards back
or one side to the other.
Or one side to the other. But you will find seating.
Absolutely.
Like when we walked in, each day when we walked in, there was seating right there. Like
even
as
at
soon
the
as
height
we walked in,
embarkation.
At the height when people are at the buffet, you walk in, there's seating.
There's seating.
I mean, you didn't have to go 10 feet.
Yep.
And there's seating.
And so the buffet kind of wraps all the way around what the promenade would be, right? So it kind of like goes out and then kind of wraps around, and then it kind of has a sky bridge that connects, and then there's outdoor seating at the very back. So going,
it's basically the length of the promenade.
Yeah.
The open part of the ship.
Part of the ship. It's bigger than that.
Well, right.
Yeah.
It's bigger.
The food selection was great.
I just want to say the map that I put up, this is for La Brasserie.
La Brasserie.
So there was maps for both of them, which is incredible because it told you right where everything was. You could, you want a sandwich? Go here.
Right there. I've never seen that before. And they always had something open. And they were really good about closing this side and keeping this one until that one was ready for lunch, and then opening that. And they
told you. When you walked in, they told you always someone at the front where it was.
Lunch is on this side, so then we kind of, but they had these huge, like little seating areas, and you could also walk outside and you could overlook the promenade. So there was really cool, like it looked almost like you were in a bird cage. Yeah. We never actually needed to go all the way back, but there was like outdoor seating kind of covered. I think one day we went out there, it was a little breezy.
Went out there one time because it was nice. It was nice out there.
So the food was great. The chairs, they had different options for different sides, and they were super comfortable. We ended up like playing games like for so long. It's, whenever we had like downtime, we would like just chill in the buffet. And again, the seating area between the buffet and then the side of the ship, sometimes there's like a lot of chairs in there. It was kind of a little bit narrower, so there wasn't like a huge amount of people in chairs that you needed to even get by. So even with a scooter, he had never a problem finding it. Never a problem.
And I'm telling you, real quick, I have even more empathy for people that have a back or hip or mobility,
any kind of mobility
issues, because I'm telling you, as I'm experiencing the ship, I'm thinking, gosh, I'm in pain the entire time. Yeah. So I don't really want to have to deal with just
standing behind.
Can I just barely get through here? Yeah. Because I'm already overwhelmed with the stuff that's going on in my back and hip area.
Right.
So I really feel for everybody that's that. Man, I will part the waters for you if I see you come in and I'm on that ship. I'm going to do it for you because you don't need that to deal with too. Yeah. And on this ship, I didn't have to at all. It was never ever a problem getting around that buffet.
There was never once an issue with any kind of no plates, no silverware. It was completely stocked. And there was typically somebody at the coffee station in the morning. So there was someone assigned to like that little coffee area and was constantly having things fresh, clean. It was done really, really well. But I have to say, what made this buffet amazing was that there were two of them. It was a double-decker buffet. And so if you went up to 19, it was a little bit smaller. It still kind of circled the promenade area. So you still had the skywalk, the outdoor seating, and I can't remember where it came. I think as soon as the elevators kind of came up, you were right there. So it wasn't as large as the bottom one, and it was the La Brasserie. And again, it had a little bit of everything. It even had like a little kids section. So I don't know if like Kids Club went up to that one. I don't really know how that all worked, but
I bet that's probably what it was, because there was hardly anybody in that one when it was open. Yeah. It was always nice. You always knew that way. You're like, oh wow!
And then they had even nicer chairs. Not hardly,
but there were less people.
There was definitely people there, and so, but they had still like that same kind of selection of food. They still had pizza up there, and it almost felt a little bit closer. Like everything felt a little bit closer. So we kind of enjoyed up there too, because you didn't have to like travel as far. So I think it just took a lot of the weight off of the buffet because there was two of them. And then...
Well, exactly. Let me just say, in my experience at buffets, that's the area of the ship and the part or the time of day when you feel that there are 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 other people on the ship beside you.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people at the buffet, but it was not overwhelming at all.
Nope.
Not at all.
No, never. Even on like breakfast at a port day when, you know, everyone's trying to like just cram in because they're trying to get off the ship.
If you're like me, you're like, oh, gosh, I got to go down and fight. Like, I'm just going to go down and I got to fight to get a English muffin or a bagel and some coffee. That's all I want. And I don't want it to be a deal down at the buffet. No problem. Zero problem.
Something you just said is, I really like the way MSC kind of pre-packages some food. So like they have these burgers that are like already made with some vegetables and some sauce on it. Then they had in the morning, they had
the
like
broccoli burger wasn't that good.
Stop it. Then
Nor was the cauliflower burger. That was the burger with cauliflower on it. That was
okay. You have any more?
No.
And in the morning they have like a either
asparagus.
Like, okay.
The asparagus burger was sorry. I didn't think I had any more, but then I thought of asparagus. Now gross, that would be on a burger.
Gosh.
Go ahead.
In the morning they had like a half bagel or half English muffin with like an egg or ham. Like they had these little like prepackaged, so you didn't have to like go and like make all these things. And then of course the coffee was wonderful. And they had pitchers of half and half all over. Every time we went, any time of day we went, it was nice, hot, wonderful coffee.
Can I just say one thing though?
Yeah.
I keep saying, can I just say one thing? I've said many things now. The pre-made sandwiches, I don't know who at the top of MSC fell in love with Thousand Island dressing.
They put it on a lot of stuff.
But they need to fall a little less in love with Thousand Island dressing.
Was it on one of your sandwiches?
On every single sandwich that you get.
That's funny.
It's not a secret sauce. We know what it is. You don't have to brag and pretend, oh, we put secret sauce on it. We have secret sauce.
It's Thousand Island.
It's Thousand Island dressing. It doesn't need to be on everything. Okay? That's just a little suggestion I put in the MSC suggestion box.
Yeah, right. Like they had one.
It wasn't bad, but it's just like, it's on the breakfast sandwich.
It is. I liked it on the breakfast sandwich. Don't diss that.
It's on the lunch sandwiches. It's on the dinner sandwiches.
And then in the buffet, there was a section that was...
It wasn't at Luna Park, though. Sorry, I just remembered.
There was on one of the burgers.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm. On the regular burger.
Oh, okay.
I had got you the Mediterranean burger
I got the Mediterranean. And that wasn't on it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. All right.
But in the buffet, there was a section with like Beth's favorites. I don't know if you saw that.
Beth's favorites. No, I didn't see that.
There was fried chicken.
Yes.
There was
there better have been a 5-gallon drum that you squirt out of ranch dressing.
And then there was little
wontons.
But what is it? Wonton, little dumplings, and they were like covered with sweet chili sauce. And I'm like, I don't need to go anywhere else. Like this is literally. This is it. And one time that was my lunch. I had fried chicken.
Just pull your chair right up to it.
Started eating.
You want wine? Here you go.
And so I think the buffet,
home run on that one too.
If you have a big family or anything, you're going to be able to find seating together. You can absolutely. So.
Yeah, like I'm thinking that on a group cruise, if for some reason we want to head to all of us. Yeah. Or just a few of us, we just have meet up for lunch or something. Yeah, we saw each other in the ship.
So many room to,
we could just go straight to the buffet, grab a little snack because we will find seating.
Yeah,
it's not going to be like, oh, we can't go there.
It's a great place for games too because there's plenty of room. Yeah,
like it didn't really have a whole lot to do with the restaurants. Thanks. So I'll bring it up. I'm so good at this. The only place that I thought like they need to make this bigger or change the venue is La Vida Loca.
La Dolce Vita.
La Dolce Vita.
That was pretty
that
popular.
bar.
Yeah.
That was.
We're talking about that next week.
Okay. I just to say that place was packed all the time.
Yeah.
A little preview for next week.
Two last quick things I want to say. What was really cool, we accidentally walked in on this. That's how we originally found out. I'm sure we would have found out. But Il Brasserie at night closes. What's wrong?
Your arm.
What's wrong? Oh, sorry. I'm moving the camera. The top buffet, so on deck 19, it closed at night, so it wasn't available at night, and like one side of it turned into an optional yacht club kind of Mediterranean dinner. So because we kind of like, what were we doing? I remember
we were in the back.
We're in the back
outside,
and we went up the like glass elevators.
We went up the glass elevators, and I'm on my scooter, and I just scooting through. I'm like, wow, this is
the buffet is like set with plates and
on
silverware.
19 at the buffet. That's why haven't we come here? Wow, I'm scooting through. Everybody's kind of looking at me.
I know.
And then
oops,
a hostess comes over.
So
and is like,
sorry.
Can I help you?
So we have heard really good things. We'll have to wait to hear a little bit more, but I think we got some picture of a menu too. We'll try to share when we find it. But so that was really neat. It kind of gave an option for yacht club. The last thing I want to say, I know it's not on the ship itself, but on Ocean Cay, the second buffet officially was open and running. And gosh, what was the name of it? It had a name. Seekers is one, and then the new name I forget. But it
Founders.
No, Seekers. I think we had lunch at that one, didn't we? When we were there?
The new one?
Yeah, we had lunch there. It was great. It was, I think, maybe not quite as big as the main one. And they're still working on like some of the like seating areas and stuff like that. That's
what they said.
You think they are?
I don't know, because I was looking at Seekers when we went back.
Yeah.
And it looked like the same. The seating looked the same. So maybe they are. Maybe they're planning on
adding some more.
But I'm just wondering, because I was in the reason that
he was in a scooter.
I was in a scooter, and
all of the chairs are in the sand.
They're all in the sand, so you can't pull your scooter up to close to a chair.
Yeah,
you have to walk 10, 15 feet.
Yeah,
and on the sand, I was a little
shaky.
Yeah. So we asked, and she said, "Oh yeah, they're gonna put some seating on the pavement."
Well, Seekers does have 4 or 5 tables.
Does it?
Yeah, and that's kind of used for that, like handicap accessible kind of table.
Because when we went back by Seekers, I was like, this looks exactly the same.
Yeah, but there were some tables on there, so they may or not be done. But we enjoyed lunch there. It was really nice. A great additional option to eat when you're on Ocean Cay, and that's all I had. Done. We checked off everything.
Wow.
Covered everything that you eat.
Every single thing you can eat.
We had room service. Room service was good. It was normal.
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean.
Did we order breakfast one time?
We ordered breakfast, yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
No.
So that's it. That's all we have to say. But we are going to go. We are going to start going over all of the bars. And that's going to be next podcast, I think. Or coming up.
Coming up in a podcast soon.
We're going to start going over that. And again, more information, just more of our experiences on World America. So anyway.
All right.
Tell us what you loved. We love hearing your stories. What food you ate, what you loved.
Or what you're looking forward to when you get on.
There's so much.
There is
like a week
so
is
much.
Not enough.
No, there really isn't. There were places we didn't go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we never got to experience that little...
Yeah. Promenade bites.
Yeah, the promenade bites. You never got to... Because I wanted cotton candy.
No, you didn't.
No, I really didn't.
You do not eat
I would get it just because
I would have tried their popcorn, but
I would have taken one bite and went, oh yeah, that's why adults don't really eat cotton candy.
All right. Thanks, guys, for joining us. And we will see you all in our next podcast. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.